All right, on to race number 3, and the third race on the programme is a Class 4 over the 1,200 metres here, and the 12 of them head to post, headed by Glenealy Generals, Dennis Yip and Zach Purton. A great combination wherever they are. Ambitious Heart, a 2-time course and distance winner. Whiskey Neat, another good combination here. Casper Fowles, Joe Moreira, they teamed up for 8 wins, coming into the meeting for just 18 starts. Supreme Plus has won his last 2 starts, won last season. First up this. Shining On, Dead Heated with Jazz Steed last night, flew from the clouds to share that victory. And Rincey Poet, barrier 9 for him. But I'm sure they'll still ride him positively. Supreme Plus and Shining On are the horses, Mark, that have been up at Chungfa.
Let's have a look at the speed map for this Class 4 with Whiskey Neat, Regency Poet and Supreme Plus. He's left out there 3 wide on a good tempo. Happily Friends around Bullish Brother. Glenealy Generals might be 3 wide too, but importantly will have cover. Carry the Diamond midfield 1 off the line of 3. Happy Tango, Destined Jury and Fearless Fire. Ambitious Heart and Shining On, Paul. He'll be hoping for that good speed so he can run up them late like last time.
Yeah, that's true. And look, Glenealy Generals, he's the grey at the back there. He's just going really nicely in his work. He looks really well placed in this, in Class 4. He's got to carry the big weight, but he's carried a bigger weight before and won. So carrying weight's not a problem for him. Carry the Diamond's going nicely. He's run really well. 2 runs, his last 2 runs have both been good. The one at the back end of last season, the one this season wasn't too bad as well. Nice quiet work for him as he comes down to finish off. And the other one's Shining On. Look, as we say, he did heated. Last time he will want a bit of pace on, but I think he'll get it. So he's another one that's going forward at the moment, and it was a horse in form.
Yeah, we'll have a look at that Dead Heat in a moment or so as well. I'm sure he'll be flying from the clouds once more. We're going to start off, though, with Supreme Plus. More winning form to digest. This was first out back in September. Just, Mark, gets the better of Happy Good Guys.
He does, and this was back into Class 4 for him. He's had 14 starts in the grade for a win. He's been good enough, as you said, Andrew, to win back-to-back. Happy Good Guys, Sell My Soul is down on the rail. Don't know, Paul, if he's good enough to win 3 in a row from barrier number 12 over 1,200, though.
Yeah, I left him out. I mean, he won in Class 5, bottom of Class 4. He's now middle of Class 4 with a wide draw. Worries me a bit.
OK, all right, so some caution exercised there. What about Whiskey Neat? This was at Sha Tin behind Pegasus Glory. Paul, switching to Happy Valley. He has been here before, but he hasn't won anywhere yet in 13 starts in Hong Kong. No,
he was been a little bit disappointed. He did come on a reasonably high rating. He's now down to 53. And look, I thought he fought on quite nicely here on the inside. Coming back to Sha Tin should be OK for him. So, look, I found a spot for him. I think he's definitely found his mark.
Easily his best performance this. The old Whiskey Neat from the 12 starts prior would have spat the bit out at the 200 and said, that's me done for the day, but he showed a bit of ticker up the lane. All
right, speaking of ticker, Shining On, last time out, super effort this to share the spoils with Jazz Steed. Mark, Bullish Brother, the other one to take note of.
And he's got Vincent Ho riding for Francis Loy from barrier 1, Andrew, as well. Goes up 3 pounds. He's just looking for room here. This is his go, but a hot speed, 1 run at them. And if he can use that very good turn of pace like we see here from the 100-metre mark, Paul, if he's close enough, he'll be sniping at them again.
Yeah, I've got him in the numbers as well, because another horse going quite well at the moment. And as you say, only went up 3 pounds for that half win.
OK, all right, so he's definitely in calculations again. We're at the trials here at Happy Valley as well with Glenealy Generals we're having a look at, Paul.
Yeah, I really like this trial from Glenealy Generals. He did what he had to do. He's going to carry the weight, but as I mentioned, he's done that before. He's won fresh up before this horse as well. Zach Purton and Dennis Yip, every time they team up, you've got to take note for sure. And I thought it was an easy trial win.
A lot of similarities to the trial win by Hercules leading up to his resumption, and he bolted in. So I think Glenealy Generals can do the same. All
right, also at the trials, also at Happy Valley, Carry the Diamond, Mark. He's just had a couple of starts, both at Sha Tin over the 1,000, so I switch a track up in trip.
Like this trial too, it was like Richard took him to Happy Valley to say, just have a look around, you're going to come here and race next time. He's come up the early favourite. He is the danger, Paul, and gets a pull in the weights of 6 pounds on the toppy.
Yeah, definitely agree, and it was a really nice trial from him, and he's definitely got ability, this horse. Both those runs have both been pretty good.
It was interesting as well with Carry the Diamond because he ran on the 20th of September at Sha Tin. That trial was the 26th at Happy Valley, so he got him out again quickly and now makes his Happy Valley debut. Could be quite open, this one, Paul, but he's actually our favourite at this stage, Carry the Diamond.
He's the Quinella horse for me. I'm going to stick with Glenealy Generals. I just think he trialled really nicely coming into this. He has to carry 131. As I mentioned, he's won off 133 before, so he can carry weight, this horse. So we've got him on top to beat Carry the Diamond. I think he's the main danger. Whiskey Neat's now on a winnable rating, I think, for this horse. He has dropped a bit in the ratings, but look, that was his best run by far last time, behind Pegasus Glory. And Pegasus Glory was in a bit of form as well. And Shining On, now I've got Shining On in there for fourth. Now we know he did last time, so he hasn't gone up too much in weight. He's got barrier number 1. It won't be ideal for him because he's a horse that gets back, but he'll be the one finishing off the fastest. So I went 1, 6, 4 and 10.
Same top 2 as Paul, and 12 and 10 to round out the top 4. 1, 6, 12 and 10. Glenelg Generals goes on top. A lot of similarities, as we said, between that Hercules trial. He hasn't been to Happy Valley before, but he's had the look around it now at that trial morning. Zach Pert and Dennis Ship, they combine 9 times this season for 2 wins, 4 placings. We know how well their stats have stacked up over recent seasons as well, so it's just carried on from where they left off. Carry the Diamond is in for second. Those 2 starts after he was due to make his debut in January. The third behind Joyful Fortune, beaten 5 1/4. 4.5 lengths behind Fabulous 8 in the start after that. Nice quiet trial. He seemed to get around Happy Valley okay. He's in for second. For third, number 12, Regency Poet. He ran 6th behind Fabulous 8 last time, and that was the same race that Carry the Diamond came out of. He was ridden off the pace in a trial leading up to that down the straight performance. He's notoriously raced better at Happy Valley than what he has at Shah 10. Matthew Chadwick gets aboard. He's had 5 starts at the Valley for a couple of placings. His big odds, he's come up just under 30 to 1 at the moment. He's in for third, number 10, Shining On. Only up to £3 for the dead heat with Jazz Steed. Ideally drawn in barrier number 1 with the pace on as it is anticipated to be. He's going to get that run through on the rail. Vincent Ho's riding well. Francis Lloyd trains. They've combined for 31 times this season. 5 wins and 6 placings amongst them. And they'll move on to the weekend with Golden 60 on the back of a good performance from Shining On. 1, 6, 12 and 10.
I got Carry the Diamond on top. He goes on top for me ahead of Whiskey Neat. One horse we didn't touch on there guys. Fearless Fire, Paul. David Hayes, Alfred Chan. He's taken £7 off his back from barrier 2, switching back to Happy Valley, where he's a course and distance winner. He's shifted a long way down the ratings as well of late. Yeah, he has definitely, and the blinkers will come off him and they'll put the cheek pieces on. He's been working okay for the new stable without being outstanding, so he has got a low draw, so it'll be interesting to see how he runs. Yeah, interesting indeed. Coming up at, imagine, an each-way price, Fearless Fire. All right, 3 races down. That was the first leg of the 6. Next up for us, first leg of the Triple Trio.